I really am just a guy doping along, trying to make the most of it the best he can. And it has led to some of the most remarkable experiences. For 26 years, my life has been a journey of exploration and discovery, not only of myself, but of this divine intelligence. They say that every story begins with what if. That's how my story begins. My story of stories begins with what if. What if there's something more to it all? What if this divine intelligence actually exists? What if it is trying to work through us and talk to us every day? What if all that wacky woo-woo shit we hear about, stars and crystals and sage, actually work? What if it's all real? What if? And so something I've learned about myself along the way is that I am a storyteller. Every aspect of my life has stories behind it. The home I'm living in at the moment has a story behind it. 2 years in the making, and I didn't even know it was happening until it was almost done. I can find stories in every day and every week of my life. That's why I do the blog. That's why sometimes the blog is so jumbled, because it's so much. There's so many stories, so many moments, themes, lessons, observations, demonstrations, and realizations of the true potency of whatever force drives life. And that was my skin. Son of a mother. What was the last thing I was saying? Oh, storytelling. Yay. See, it all comes back around. It only takes a minute. I gotta run it through the file. There's a lot up there. So, now, you will find that I have a collection of stories. Some of them are fun. For instance, the time Goofy got fired. Some of them are short and sweet, like Bean Creek, which is a quick little quip about the strangeness that can be my life. Some of them are a little bit more involved, such as Saved in Bar Harbor. That one actually has backstory. In fact, it has two you should hear before you go into it. Some of them might be a little amusing, perhaps, like Mile Marker 33, I-80 East, Iowa State Patrol. Nonetheless, I don't think I have any particularly sad stories. I mean, except for my life as a whole, there's that. Most of my stories fall under the category heading I call things that make me go, like the white dog of Peach Bottom, Pennsylvania. Some of them you may find to be inspirational, like Daniel in the 40-story cross, or Death and Dying in Phoenix. Some might challenge your perception. Fairies in the garden, the first mystic, meeting the shaman, the time I met Santa Claus. Some of them get a little heavier, like that time I died. Most of my stories, or some of my stories, involve something that I refer to as the voice. Now we'll talk about the voice in a moment as we circle back around. The two such stories are Marshall, Michigan, and North Platte to Denver. The interesting thing about those two stories is they are both also examples of times that I argued with the voice and lost. So that does bring us around to the storytelling portion of tonight's Hey Terror Dogs! Oh, hell. Will you stand up here yammering, blah, 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 blah? Who cares? I think maybe you should give somebody else a chance for your information. Don't happen to prepare something for this evening, and I think that we should do him the professional courtesy of allowing him to present it. I mean, sure, Doc, why don't you take it away?
On stage before I get the tumbling butterflies in my stomach. So anyway, so today, Walter taught me some great English nursery rhymes. He said they would go over like a neck balloon, yeah. So I'm going to share them with you now. The first one is Chaplain Shell. went up the hill to fetch a pail of water, yeah. That stupid child forgot a pail, oh now they have a daughter, it's true. Hickory dickory dock, 2 mice ran up her sock. One stepped at the garter and the other one was smarter. Hickory dickory dock.
All right. God, Doc. Oh, Doc, I think we're going to have a talk about your friendship with Walt. I'm not sure it's very healthy.
What are you talking about? Hickory dickory dock.
Well, there!
Now, as long as we're doing open mic night, I'd like to say a few things. First, I'd like to recite a poem. Little Birdie, a poem by Walter Nunya. I looked up and I saw a little birdie in the sky. This little birdie dropped some whitewash in my eye. Now, I didn't worry. I didn't cry. I'm just darn glad the cows don't fly.